Okay, here's an introduction to indices for year 7s and 8s, and the possibility of year 9s as well, before we go on to laws or rules of indices. Indices are related to powers, so let's have a look at the non-calculator questions, just a few of them on this paper, and or some exam questions, test questions. Match each of the following. So 2 cubed is actually 2 times 2 times 2. So we need to just draw a line going to the correct answer. And here we go, that's 2 cubed. 2 times 2 times 2. 5 to the power of 4 is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. 4 times. And so here we have it. 8 squared is just 8 times 8. So here we go. That's 8 squared. And 3 squared is 3 times 3. By the way, I said year 7 and year 8. This is also applicable from year 5. So year 5, year 6, you're introduced to this, and it's further consolidation when you reach secondary school in year 7 and going on to year 8. It's a reminder. 4 to the power of 5 is 4 multiplied by itself 5 times. And here we have it. And finally, last but not least, 2 to the power of 8 is here. There we go. And that's 3 marks for you. Let's move on and let's see how else they could introduce us to indices and question us in the test. Number 2, non-calculator paper, it says work out. Work out normally you just find the value. They could ask that as well. 5 squared, well that's 5 times 5 plus 2 cubed is 2 times 2 times 2. So 5 times 5 we know is 25, and 2 cubed, well, is 2 times 2, which is 4. Whoops. Which is 4. This is all real time, so if we make mistakes we can erase it and go back again, and here we go, write the plus, and is 8. 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, and 25 plus 8, the answer is 33. So and these are non-calculator questions, of course. 3 cubed, we do one with a negative sign. Let's have a look. 3 cubed, again, is 3 times 3 times 3. And 4 squared is 4 times 4. And 3 times 3 times 3 is 27, 3 cubed, and minus 16, 4 times 4. And 27 take away 16, the answer is 11 for 2 marks. Let's have a look at question 5. All non-calculator questions we're doing here, because we'll have a calculator one for indices on another video. The cube root of 8 is written like this. The cube of 8. And you've got to work backwards now. It's asking you what number multiplied by itself 3 times gives you 8. Well, that is equal to the root of 2 times 2 times 2, which is the cube root of 8. Yep. So we have the cube root of 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. It must be 2. And that's the answer. And 2 to the power of 5 is 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, and one more times 2. 2 multiplied by itself 5 times. Well, 2 times 2 is 4, times another 2 is 8, times 2 is 16, and 16 times 2 is 32. Okay, so these are questions that you could be asked in any test, in particular from year 5 onwards, to year 7, year 8, and possibly even in year 9. So 9 cubed, again, 9 times by itself 3 times without 8 or 1, but otherwise you will have to do 81 times 9. and 1 times 9 is 9, and 8 times 9 is 72, and that will be your answer. So 729. 729. 3 to the power of 4 is 3 times 3 times 3 times another 3. Again, 27 times 3, well, 20 times 3 is 60, and 7 times 3 is 21, so we're looking at the answer of 81. And 10 to the power of 6, ooh, well, that may look complicated, but we just have to look at the number of zeros. We know it's the same number multiplied by itself 10 times. Sorry, 6 times. 10 multiplied by itself 6 times. So that's 10 times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I need one more. Times 6. There you go. To the power of 6. So how many zeros do we have? We have 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it must be a 1 and 6 zeros, which we know is 1 million. And 1 to the power of 7, well, 1 to the power of any number has got to be 1 multiplied by itself to that particular power, which is you have 7 lots of multiples of 1, and that will give you still the answer of 1. Okay, so I hope that was clear for you. And just to reiterate, the first one, 9 to the power of 3, because I did say you could multiply, oops, I did say 9 lots of, I said 81, and yeah, 9 times 9 is 81, and 81 times 9 is 729. You just do a long multiplication there. 1 times 9 is 9, and 8 times 9 is 72, so you should get the answer of 729. And here's an interesting one. 12 to the power of 4. They could ask you this, and of course, again here you're going to have to multiply out, because that's 12 times 12 times 12 times another 12. So you know that 12 times 12 is 144, times 12 times 12 is 144. So, there's no way of avoiding long multiplication here. So you can either do 144 times 144, or 144 times 12 times 12. And that will give you 144 times 144, because it's a 3-mark question, and the long multiplication starts. 4 times 4 is 16, 4 times 4 again is 16, plus the 1 is 17, 1 times 4 is 4, plus the 1 is 5. 0 here, 4 times 4 is 16, and 4 times 4 again is 16, plus the 1 is 17, and you have 1 times 4 is 4, and then 5. And 4, because it's the same row. And then you have 4, because 4 times 1, 0, 0 here, don't forget. 4 again, I'll make that into a 4, and 1 times 1 is 1. So, and now you add, you have 6, 7 and 6 is 13, 5 and 7 is 12, plus the 4 is 16, plus the 1 is 17, and 5 and 4 is 9, plus the 1 is 10, and we have the answer of 20,736. And there you go. 3 marks.